This is part 3 of Learn Python series. My name is Dr. Ashish. I'm one of the junior doctors working in the UK. If you have completed lesson 1 and 2, a big congratulations to you. And this is the third part of the series where I'm teaching Python to complete beginners. And in today's video, we will talk about some more data structures, specifically dictionaries, sets, and tuples. Let's start this video with dictionaries. So what are dictionaries? Dictionaries are some data structures where you can store values in form of unique key value pairs. In order to define a dictionary, first of all, you will define a variable name, then you will put the assignment operator, then you will open and close curly brackets, and then you will put a key, a semicolon, and the value. We will talk about it in some time, so don't get scared. Why are we using dictionaries? We are using dictionaries because these are computationally less expensive to access data from, and these are forms of hash maps. If you want to read more about hash maps, then you can just Google hash maps and read more about it. But I won't go into detail of hash maps. Just remember that these are computationally less expensive to access data from, so dictionaries are fast. Also, dictionaries cannot have two items with the same key, so you need to have unique keys. Great. So let's create our first dictionary. The variable name for this dictionary is phone_dictionary. Then you put the assignment operator. Then you open and close curly braces. Then you start specifying the key value pairs. So my first key is Ashish. That is a string type of key. And then I have put a semicolon. And then I have put my hypothetical phone number. And this is an integer value. So this is my first key value pair. Then I have put a comma. And then I have put my second key value pair. After that, I have put another comma, and then I have specified my third key value pair. So this is whole of the phone dictionary that I have specified. Let's try to print this phone dictionary. So I'll just use the inbuilt command that is called print. And you can see that it has showed the dictionary onto the computer screen. We will see the type of this phone dictionary by using the inbuilt function that is called type. And you will see it says dict. That is a short form for dictionary. Now, how can we access a key value pair, or how can we use the key to find its value? So what we will do, we'll just write the name of the dictionary. Then we will open and close the square brackets, and then I will put the key name. So once I do that, and when I execute this command, you can see the value that is associated with the key. And that is my phone number. Also, you can use the .get method. So you just need to specify the key name and it will show the value which is associated with the key. Remember that this is much similar to accessing an index value in a list. So when you access a value in a list, you again define the variable name for the list, then you open and close the square brackets, and then you put the index. But here, instead of the index, we are using the keys. If you want to find all the items that are present in the dictionary, you can use this .items method. You just use the name of the variable of the dictionary, and then you use the .items method, and then you can see that these are all the key value pairs that are available in the dictionary. If you specifically want to find the keys, then you use the name of the dictionary and use the .keys method. And once you do that, you'll be able to see all the keys that are available. To find the values, you can use the .values method, and you will be able to see all the values that are associated with the dictionary. If you want to find the length of the dictionary, you can use this length function, and when you execute this, you'll be able to see the length of the phone dictionary, that is 3. So you have 3 key value pairs, as you can see here. When we talk about data types that can be stored in a dictionary, the values in dictionary items can be of any data type. Let's define a new dictionary, and it's called car_dict. We have opened and closed the curly braces. So you can see that the key is brand and the value is Mercedes. So this Mercedes is a string type value. The next one is the key electric, and you can see that the value is a Boolean type. The next one is ear, and the value is an integer type. And the next key is colors, and you can see that the value is a list that is comprised of different types of strings. So you can have all these different types of items of different data types in a dictionary. Let's execute this so that it will save this dictionary in this variable name car_dict. Now, if you want to update the values in a dictionary, what you can do, you just write the name of the dictionary, then you open and close the square brackets, and then you specify the new value for this dictionary key value pair. So once you execute this, we will print it again. So you can see that we have just changed the brand to Tesla. It was Mercedes first. Now we have changed it to Tesla. You can also use this update method. So you just write the name of the dictionary .update, and then in the rounded brackets, you write this key value pair inside these curly braces. And once you do that, we will print this dictionary again. And you can see that we have changed the year from 2020 to 2021. Right. Now, if you want to add more items to a dictionary, what you can do, you can just write the name of the dictionary, open and close square brackets, write the name of the new key, and then assign a value to it. So once you do that and print the car dictionary again, you will see that we have put in a new key value pair, that is engine, with a value of 2. You can also use the update method to do the same thing. So we'll use the update method, and when we print this car dictionary again, you will see that a new key value pair of weight has been added to it. Let's talk about removing items from a dictionary. So you can remove the last item from a dictionary, that is the last key value pair, by using .popItem method. And once you do that, you can see that it has been popped out and it is shown on the screen. Now, when you see the car dictionary, there is no weight key value pair present there. If you want to remove a specified item, then you can use the .pop method and write the name of the key inside the rounded brackets. And you can see that it has popped out that key value pair. And when you print this car dictionary again, you will see that the engine key value pair is missing and it has been popped out. If you want to delete a specified item without popping out the value, then you can use this del keyword, and then you can write the name of the dictionary along with the name of the key in square brackets. And once you do that, it will delete that key value pair. And when you print this car dictionary, you will see that the ear key value pair is gone. If you want to clear all the data in a dictionary, you can just use this .clear method. And when you do that and print the car dictionary again, you will see that all the key value pairs are gone and this is an empty dictionary now. If you want to delete the entire dictionary, then what you can do is you can just use the del keyword, and once you execute this command and try to print the car dictionary again, it will say that the name cardict is not defined because we have deleted it from the memory. Now we will learn to copy a dictionary to some other variable name. So we will initiate another car dictionary again because we have deleted it in the previous step. Now, if you want to copy this data to another variable, that is copy_dict, you'll just use the .copy method on the previous specified dictionary. And when you print this copy_dict, you can see that all the key values have been copied into this copy underscore dict. Let's move on further. Let's talk about nested dictionaries. This might seem a bit scary, but it is not. It is just a simple principle where you can use one data structure inside another data structure, and this is called nesting. So dictionaries can contain dictionaries inside of them. So here we are creating a new dictionary by the name of cars, and we have opened and closed the curly braces for this car. Now I'm giving it a key of car underscore 1, and its value is a complete new dictionary, right? And then you have different key values inside this new dictionary, which is inside the cars dictionary. And all these values are separated by commas. So you can create these complex data structures and you can create these nested dictionaries. In order to access elements in nested dictionaries, you can use the previous syntax, and what you need to do is you need to write the name of the dictionary, then you open and close the square brackets and you write the name of the key, that is car1. And once we execute this, you will see that the value associated with that key, that is this value, has been printed on the screen, and you will see it here. In order to go much more deeper on accessing keys from value of a key value pair, what you can do is you can just write the name of the dictionary, then you write the name of the key, and then you write the name of another key which is present inside this key. Okay, so here you can see that we are moving from cars to car underscore 1 to brand, and this is done by just using more and more square brackets. So when we access that value, you will see that it is Tesla, and you can see that Tesla is the value associated with the brand of car 1. You can also do this with the electric key, which is associated with car underscore 2, and you will see that it is false as defined in the dictionary cars. So that is about dictionaries, and dictionaries are extremely important data structures. So please learn how to use dictionaries, because you'll be using them a lot when you go towards data science or AI or web development. The next data structure is called tuples. Now, tuple is a data structure that consists of a number of values that are separated by commas. You can have tuples with different types of variables, as with dictionaries and lists. The only difference as compared to lists is that tuples are immutable. That is, you cannot change the values once you have defined a tuple. This is unlike lists, where you can always change the values of a list. Let's define a tuple that is called my underscore tuple, and in order to define a tuple, you just open and close these rounded brackets, and then you specify different kind of variables or different kinds of values in this. So you have 3 integer values and then you have 1 string value. Let's define my tuple and print it. So you will see that my tuple has been stored in the memory. When we try to find the value of this my tuple, it is a tuple. In order to access values, what we can use is the previous square bracket syntax, where you just put in the index of value that you need to find out. So -1 index is the last element index, and when you execute this command, you'll be able to see the last value that is in this tuple. Now, when we try to change the value as in a list, you will see that you will get an error, and the error is tuple object does not support item assignment. And this is because tuples are immutable. You cannot change its values once it is defined. As with all kind of data structures, you can have nested tuples. So you can have tuples inside of tuples, right? So let's define a nested underscore tuple, and this can be any variable name, right? I have just written nested underscore tuple so that it is easy to identify these. So what I've done, I have opened and closed rounded brackets, and then I have opened and closed another rounded brackets to define two tuples inside my parent tuple. Okay, so let's execute this command and try to print this tuple. So you can see that there is a tuple which has two tuples inside it, and each tuple has 3 integer values. Now if you want to access values in a nested tuple, you can just use square brackets and put the index. So you will see that you get 1. And what I have done here is I have used the name of the tuple, then I have put the index, so it will go towards this first tuple with this 0 index, and then it will go towards its first element because we have specified the 0 index inside this tuple. I hope that you are understanding it. It's a bit difficult to follow, but you can always rewind and you can listen and you can try to code it at the same time, and it will really help you to understand these concepts. Now, tuples overall are immutable. That is, you can't change the value of the elements inside a tuple, but you can have tuples that can have mutable elements. For example, you can have a tuple of lists, and what I have done here is I have given it a name of tuple of lists and then have opened and closed these rounded brackets to say that this is a tuple, and then I have given it 2 values. My first value is a list and my second value is another list, and these lists contain different types of integers. So because lists are mutable, so you can always change the values inside these lists. So when we define tuple and then we try to change the value of these lists, so we are going towards the first list by using this 0 index, and inside this first list we are going towards the first element by again using the 0 index. So remember that all things in Python are 0 indexed. So this first list can be accessed by using the 0 index and not by the first index. So you can change the 0th index value and the 0th index inside that list by using this format, and when we print this tuple of lists again, you will see that my 0th index inside the 0th indexed list has been changed. So that is all about tuples. Next we have sets. Now set is an unordered collection with no duplicate elements. In order to define a set, we open and close these curly braces, and this is very much similar to defining dictionaries, but instead of defining key value pairs, we just define different types of elements. So you can see that I have written this string element Ashish twice, then my surname, then a hypothetical phone number or number, and when we define it and when we try to print it, you will see that my name has been replaced with just 1 value instead of 2 that I had defined, because a set does not contain any duplicate elements. So 1 element will be saved just once inside a set, and you can see that this is unordered. So when we try to access the 0th index in a set, it will throw a value that set object is not subscriptable because all these elements are unordered. So you can't access any elements by using these indexes because there are no indexes inside a set. So you will ask how to access all these values inside a set. So you can use different kind of looping functions, and we will talk about all these functions in a later video. But remember that a set is an unordered collection with no duplicate elements. So that are all the standard data structures. I hope that you're following me and you're able to understand all these things, because these are the foundations and basics, and if you know these well, you will be able to learn the things that we build on these foundations much better. So go through these videos, try to learn all of these things, try to understand the concepts rather than memorizing all the functions, because you can always go back to these functions and methods. And I hope that you are learning and you're coding on the side. So we will meet in the next part of the series, and I will see you soon. Thanks a lot for watching.